Hey, what's up guys? So in this video I want to talk about 10 software features on Amazfit Active 2 that have been done so well that I want Samsung to borrow them and implement in their Galaxy watches. So let's get started and talk about these features. The first one that I want to talk about is this info card system here on Amazfit Active 2. So you swipe right and you get to your info cards, and here you can add these cards like your Zepflow AI, your music controls, your recommended apps, weather, readiness score, alarms, and other health metrics, and then anything else. And then you can go in settings and you can remove them or add from here. And there are a lot of options to add and remove. And the benefit of this is that all your important features, you can have them here, and in just one glance you can take a look at everything that's important to you. And I really want Samsung to implement something like this on their Galaxy watches, because there's nothing like that. You just have notifications, and there's just no implementation of this sort of thing on Galaxy watches, and I want Samsung to bring this to Galaxy watches. The next thing that I want to talk about is the notification scheduling on Amazfit Active 2. It's just fantastic. So if you have a notification with a date or time or something like that, what you can do here is that you can swipe to the left and you will get this button. So they have recently updated Zepflow, and now you get to see this button, which is the AI button, AI icon, whereas before there was the calendar icon. So now you can tap on it and it will activate Zepflow, and then you can ask it to schedule whatever the notification is about, and you can straight away schedule it into your calendar. So there you go. It's smart enough to know that there isn't any useful information, but if there is anything useful like date or time or anything, you can just schedule it into your calendar. So that's really cool, and I want Samsung to implement this feature in their watches as well, because it's really helpful. You can schedule notifications or reminders or anything like that just from the notifications on your watch straight into your calendar, which is just great. Amazfit Active 2 and Galaxy Watch Ultra can both do a lot of health tracking, and they can measure all of your vitals, but there is this one feature on Amazfit Active 2 that is just amazing. So right now on Galaxy Watch Ultra, if you want to measure your heart rate or your breathing rate or other things, you have to do them one by one. But on Amazfit Active 2, you have this one app here. You go in here and you can measure your health indicators with just one tap. So if I tap on measure, it will start tracking bunch of vitals all together in one go, and that is just great. So just with one tap of a button, you are getting a lot of information from your watch. So there you go. It has tracked my heart rate, my stress, blood oxygen levels, and breathing rate with just one tap of a button. I didn't need to go in separate apps or separate settings to measure them. It's all been done with just one tap of a button. So that is also something that Samsung can definitely borrow. Now moving on, let's talk about the photo watch faces. Both Galaxy Watch Ultra and Amazfit Active 2 have photo watch faces where you can add any photo from your gallery as a watch face background. When you see them side by side, you realize there is a massive difference between how they have been implemented. On Galaxy Watch Ultra, you can see that the time is actually layered on top of my photo. It's simple. It's how it has been done forever on Galaxy watches. But on the Amazfit Active 2, you will notice that the time is layered behind my face, and that gives it a really cool effect. Amazfit Active 2 is smart enough to realize where my photo is, and then it positioned the time behind my photo to create this depth effect. And then you can also move your time right or left or even the bottom based on how your photo is positioned in the frame. You can move the time around and it will automatically layer itself behind your face, which is great. And I want Samsung to copy this feature as soon as possible because it's really cool. Both Galaxy Watch Ultra and Amazfit Active 2 come with temperature sensor. While on Galaxy Watch Ultra there is no temperature measurement app or feature directly, you can just see your temperature while you're sleeping at night, and next day you will see in your sleep data. There is a thermometer app present on Amazfit Active 2 that you can use to measure the temperature not just of your wrist but anything. Now I know that you can download an app from the Play Store on Galaxy Watch Ultra which will do the same thing, but Amazfit Active 2 comes with a thermometer app out of the box. It's an official app from Amazfit. So let's go ahead and take a look at this app on Amazfit Active 2. You can actually see the temperature rising in real time on this. So that's my finger temperature because I have placed it against the sensor on the back, and you can use this to measure the temperature of anything. Amazfit Active 2 and Galaxy Watch Ultra both come with compass apps, but there is a really smart feature available on Amazfit Active 2 that is missing on Galaxy Watch Ultra, and it's a really cool feature. So you can see that they both have compass apps and they are pretty similar. They tell you the similar information, but here's the cool part on Amazfit Active 2. You can tap on this button and then it locks the position, and then you can move it around and it tells you exactly how many degrees you have moved in a certain direction. And this can be really useful if you trek or you go on trails and you rely on direction. This is awesome to have this feature. You can just lock your direction and move around and know exactly how much degrees you have moved in a certain direction. Really cool. This feature needs to be available on Galaxy Watch Ultra as well. Moving on, let's talk about another really smart feature that is available on Amazfit Active 2, and I didn't realize it that Samsung or Galaxy Watches doesn't have this feature. Yes, they have more complex implementation of this feature, but this is just simple enough to be implemented on the watch. So let's go ahead and take a look at this. If we go in settings, go in preferences, go in sleep mode, you can see that Amazfit Active 2, just like Galaxy Watch Ultra, has a sleep mode, and you can turn the sleep mode on both of these. Now here, if you scroll down, you will see a smart enable feature on Amazfit Active 2. So what this does is that if you forget to turn on the sleep mode and your watch detects that you're sleeping and you have this feature turned on, the watch will turn on the sleep mode automatically. You don't need to do that. The watch will do it for you. Now that doesn't exist on Galaxy Watch Ultra. Yes, you can schedule it so you don't ever have to forget about it. But what if you don't want to schedule it? What if sometimes the schedule doesn't work? The watch isn't smart enough to detect that you're sleeping and then turn on this feature. And now let's talk about some more little things. So if we go in quick settings, you can see that Amazfit Active 2 has 9 settings in one page, so you can control a lot more without scrolling again and again to left or right. You only have 2 pages and you have got a lot of controls available here. On Galaxy Watch Ultra, you have to keep scrolling to find one setting. They can just make these icons smaller and give us more on one page. I would like that. And while we are in quick controls, let's go ahead and take a look at the brightness. So here you can see that you can increase or decrease the brightness on Galaxy Watch Ultra. You can do the same on Amazfit Active 2, but there is an auto brightness option right here on the quick controls, and I can tap on it and that turns on the auto brightness option. To do that on Galaxy Watch Ultra, I have to go in settings, I have to go in display, then go in turn on adaptive brightness. The last thing that I want to talk about is the screen time on feature. On the Amazfit Active 2, you can go in the quick controls, you can tap on this button and you can select for how long you want the screen to stay turned on, 5, 10, 15 and 20 minutes. So I can quickly select from here 15 minutes and the screen will stay on for 15 minutes. There is no such setting that exists on Galaxy Watch Ultra. I have to go in settings, go in display and go in screen timeout, and here the maximum screen timeout that I can set is 1 minute. So that's about it from this video, guys. I hope you've enjoyed this one, and also let me know in the comments which features you would like to see on Galaxy Watch Ultra or which features are just nitpicking. I'll see you in the next one. Till then, take care. Bye bye.